The Keystone Paranormal Society has returned to Keystone College for its third official investigation, and this time we're using the most high-tech equipment out there. We've brought in new devices that will hopefully help us encounter the other side. The core group is targeting the Art Center for this investigation, as it's one of the most reportedly haunted buildings, with many students in there working late nights, feeling uneasy, and even encountering things they cannot explain. The group wants to find out what's causing this. KPS was excited to be back at the Art Center. It's long been fabled of a spot of many encounters. Soon you'll hear of some from Steve himself, the founder of KPS. Excitement was high as the group hadn't been together in a while, but we were determined to see if we could finally crack the case of what's been going on at the Art Center. It was a beautiful night. Early in May, many were celebrating graduation. Seniors were having a campfire on campus. It was a great night all around. But we were wondering, would the good vibes deter any spirits? We found a lot of sage sticks in the Art Center. We were wondering if that could be hampering anything. We're walking to campus safety now, checking out the beautiful scenic Keystone College campus. And Mike got flashbacks to a time when he saw something in the woods.
I remember it like it was yesterday. I looked over my shoulder and I just saw people trying to joust with giant sticks. It seems so strange and not like them. I wondered if maybe a spirit had overtaken them, but I can't be sure. Rumor has it the lady in white chills up in that area, and maybe they were overtaken by her presence.
Wow.
To this day, we still don't know why the stick fight happened.
Chilling.
I was there that night. I saw it with these eyes.
No, you couldn't have. Before we hunkered down in the Art Center for the night, we headed across campus to campus safety, where we could get exclusive access to any building we would like for investigative purposes. There, we got the idea that we should head back to Ward Hall. Here in the dark rooms, we were able to find and encounter something that we believe threw off our spirit box seen in a previous video.
We're here in Keystone College in the dark room. Oh, it's not dark in here. Woo. Last time we were here, a ghost or something, maybe it was a gust of wind, pushed down our spirit box.
Oh, that would be great to get Steve.
Right there.
Right in the middle of one of his thoughts.
With the group split up, we decided we'd do a quick spirit box session in the dark rooms. Soon we'd turn off the lights and see if whatever threw off our spirit box would do it again.
That's because spirits don't help time. They don't follow us. We're in
Can you give us a sign again? Temperature just spiked.
If you're here, can you say some fun words through the spirit box? We have 2 channels now that show you that. Let's try to figure that out. No? Oh my god.
Temperature's going up.
My plan was to go back to the Art Center.
We gotta try it. Alright, the temperature's jumping like crazy, but we're not seeing any EMF.
It'd be great if they could throw right now.
Eric, what do you think of this?
I don't have any thoughts.
Skeptic, local skeptic. Let's Can you make that EMF reader jump? It's just reading the electricity in the room, so.
Yeah, if that was an activity of a spirit in the room right now, could you get it to like strike it all the way to red again? Yeah, just keep talking.
That was it, just like that.
Yeah, you were doing it. If that wasn't you.
So blurry.
What is your name?
Can you make the spirit box say boo? This is like a, I don't know, I'm picking a specific word, but it's also wrong.
Technically, all of us.
Heading over to the Art Center, 10-4.
After a conflicted spirit box session, and we're not sure if we actually contacted anything, we were headed over to the art center for the main event of the night.
I'll show you. I found the spot. It was right here. They painted over it and filled in the hole, but there was this gap. You see that tiny ass little gap in the slat right there?
Yeah.
It came up just about that much off the floor. And that's what was squeaking and answering our questions that night. It's right here. And the thing.
What you just heard is a detail from the story that Steve is about to tell of the chilling encounter that he had when he was a campus security guard at Keystone College many years ago. Something he couldn't explain and shaped his belief in ghosts.
KPS going dark. 3, 2.
They brought me in. We were in here. And I was sitting like where Mike is, like I was standing over there with Alex, and I was flipping the fuck out. Like I was very scared, it was very tense. We talk about electricity in the air all the time, and you can feel it as soon as you walk in that you shouldn't be there. We all had that feeling that night. And Jess was sitting, I think they call it crisscross applesauce now. That's not what we called it when I was a kid. But she was sitting on one of these tables just asking questions. And as we were doing this, Alex was like, guys, do you see that? And we're like, what? And she pointed in that corner where I put the EMF meter. And she said, there's a small black shape standing there. I could see the long hair dangling down. And, you know, I didn't see anything. I couldn't see a ghost or whatever. But I could feel that there was someone there that didn't want me there. It was very frightening. So we sat down for a while, and we're all asking questions of this entity in the room. We started hearing the floor squeak up above us. And the first couple times I'm thinking it's a squirrel, it's a rat in a vent, it's a car outside, it's Scuba Steve. All these thoughts are running through my mind. And they were asking questions in a classic yes or no setup, and they were getting intelligent answers that were immediately responding to them over and over again for probably 10 to 15 minutes. Maybe 20. I don't know. It was a long time. It felt like 2 days. And that went on for a while. And it was in that same spot up there where I was showing Mike and Cross a couple minutes ago. There's a loose floorboard that they've since patched up so it doesn't creak anymore. And it's just this tiny little spot. There's one spot in that whole floor that made the noise that we kept hearing. And it's not something that you just glance over and it makes the noise. You had to put all your weight on it to get it to make that sound. So there was something that was standing there watching us and communicating with us that night. And as we were there, we all felt another presence come into the room from that door up there. We all felt like a cold wind kind of come in from up there. And when that happened, Alex and Jess started asking the first spirit, like, are you scared, stuff like that, and it said yes. And then after a minute, we watched the shadow that Alex had seen down here move around the corner and disappear. And then after that, Jess started talking to the new one that came in, asking, do you want us here? Are you friendly? Things like that. And there was no response. But she kept asking. You can move through the lights you see right now. Show us you're here. We have our recording devices scattered around the room if there's anything you want to say to us. We don't mean you any harm. We're not here to hurt you. Low on spirit activity. Show us a sign tonight.
We might not come back. If you don't, then no one's gonna remember.
What was that one?
After spending a good solid few hours in the Arts Center, investigating, asking questions, seeing if there was anything trying to interact or communicate with us, we were unable to feel anything, and no one was getting creepy vibes. We decided it would be best to take a walk in the woods and see if there was any cryptid creatures, shadow people that might be out there. It ended up just being a nice walk. We know that KPS is going to be back at Keystone College, and we're determined to find evidence of what is really there.
All right, we're out here back on the trails in Keystone College.
What the fuck are we doing out here? We gotta get out of here, dude. We gotta get out. I do not feel okay. We gotta
Marissa, it'll be fine.
gotta
Just calm
fucking
down.
go.
Calm down.
This is not good.